on RiverBender.com. Welcome back. Daily Show hitting you at 9:25 on this 12th day of September. How are we doing, Chris?
Doing good.
Well, I was talking a couple of days ago to John, and I've just been hearing some pretty good stuff about what you're doing. Now, you took over WJBM in March, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And how's it been?
It's been fun. It's been good. I've really enjoyed it. Not that I ever had any intentions of owning or managing a radio station, but I enjoy it. It's a different type of business for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, now you got out. You retired from Georgia's or sold it. When did you do that?
We did that about a little over a year ago.
Okay.
In July.
And then you got started in radio in March.
Well,
of this year.
Actually, I actually made a deal on it in October, and then we couldn't get closed on it till several months later in March. But,
okay.
So I was hanging around there, kind of learning the radio biz, a little bit, and so we took it over. It's been fun. I got my son Michael, who's an electrical engineer. I'll say this. I didn't necessarily want WJBM per se. I wasn't like my lifelong dream.
Right.
I want WJBM.
Right.
No, it wasn't that way at all. But I always have kind of made a living, a side living, of looking for properties that were down and out in Beverly Hills. Nobody really wanted them. And then, but had good, maybe a good location, maybe a good bones. Buy them right and then redo them and recreate them. So that's kind of the case with WJBM. It was in bankruptcy for 4 years, and a banker called me, wanted to know if I was interested. And he goes, "Well, make an offer, or let me know who the best real estate agent is in town, because we're moving it." So I made an offer. He took it, and there I was.
That's incredible. That's awesome. I mean, it's just because radio right now is in a transitionary period too. I was in St. Louis for so long doing it, and it was like, man, local radio is so important, and so to have WJBM, it's a huge asset to the community.
Well,
man.
that's why I wanted to keep it alive.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it might not be here.
Well, you're right.
Yeah. But you know what the good thing about radio is?
What's that?
Nothing against video. Video's good, but with radio, it's free. You don't have to have a subscription cost,
Right.
And with us, it's all local. But you can actually do something, all right, and not have to look at a screen. You know what I mean? You can carry on. You can work in your shop, or drive your car, or play with the kids, or do whatever. And that's what kind of we key on.
Yeah, well, and it is important, and especially, in the Jersey County area and all that, there's a lot of people that relied on WJBM too, and they needed that. So it's really good.
Yes, it's been fun.
So now you guys really have taken kind of the reins as being really going for, being this local radio station that's doing really well, and now you're having this high school sports coverage that really adds this component that really I've never seen done locally before, with this different asset of going in and out of games and the way you set it up.
Hey, before we go into this, I just want to mention we have a small team, but there's no way I could have pulled this off.
I bet.
Without Craig Ballman. He's a Hall of Fame, IHSA Hall of Fame broadcaster. Yeah. He's been at the station for 37 years. And then Brian Hensley, he joined. Yep. He used to work here at Riverbender, but he joined us. Just walked in the door, and we made a deal. And he's been at KMOX. He's been here at Riverbender. He was at Channel 2 News. So we got him, and it's worked out good.
That's what I was, wanting to wrap up with too. Is you guys really do have a passionate team, because you guys have done a lot in a little bit of time. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm proud of you.
Getting started.
Well, that's good.
We got other things in the mix.
Well,
but about this football.
Yeah.
Okay. We wanted to be with the station. I want to cover the whole Tri-County. Our motto is the voice of the Tri-Counties. Okay. Covering Jersey, Greene, and Calhoun counties. So I told Craig, I go, he's been the football guy forever. I go, I'd like to cover Calhoun. I'd like to cover Carrollton as well as Jerseyville. He goes, I don't know how we're going to do that. And I go, there's only one of me. I go, okay. So anyway, we put our heads together, and I was throwing some different scenarios out. And finally, we put it together, and we come up with the high school football roundup.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah. And with modern technology, we can pull it off.
Well, and that's what I think's cool. I'm surprised because whenever I was talking with John about it, I, for the longest time, was wondering why no one else has really done that. It's always covering one specific game, which is great. That's fine.
Sure.
But there's so many other opportunities where you can go in and out of kids having some hell of performances, on a Friday night or throughout the week. And that's huge, especially with Craig, man, because he is as good as it gets.
Yeah, he's fantastic. I don't know if you could pull this off without a guy.
No,
like
you
Craig.
can't.
Yeah.
It's not, you can't do this like tomorrow, if you're a newbie to radio.
Right. But what we did was, to put it together, I bought 3 big screen TVs, put them in the studio.
Yep.
And then all the high school games are streamed. So we stream the games into the studio. I have a reporter or at the football game up in the booth, and they are texting via laptop info to Michael, who's my son Michael's electrical engineer. He's in the studio with Craig, and he's getting all this info, all right? And he gets the info, and there's a little bit of delay between the game and the streaming. Mm-hmm. So we got enough time in there where, Michael, okay, interception, 3rd yard, gets the info, shoves it over to Craig. So Craig's on top of it. He's just going boom, 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 back and forth, And
that's awesome, man.
And with football, you run a play, it's 4 seconds.
Right.
Then you got 25 seconds for the next play. So it worked out great. It worked out perfect.
Now, when does this air? So how long does the broadcast run on Fridays or whenever there's games?
It starts at 6:30 pregame. Mm-hmm. We might have an interview with the coaches, ahead of time. And then the games usually start at 7. They all of them are starting at 7 o'clock. And then we just start bouncing, back and forth until the end of the game.
Now, whenever, did you expect it to go this well because this is it's one of those things like I did with the show where it's like, hell, I don't know. Let's just throw it together and see what happens because you just try it, Yeah. And I love this. I mean, this is awesome, man.
Yeah, it's our first debut, I was a little nervous, you don't know if everything's going to come together, it's like, but it went off great. We had people calling up the studio afterwards going, how did you do this? How did you guys come? It's magic.
Well, you see, this is what I think is so important. That's what, we're doing here and starting to add to the show and going to change, alter it a little bit is because you can do national media stuff locally now. It's not this unheard of thing like, CBS in 1986 was going in and out of all these games and no one could do it. Now you can if you just put your mind together and you work with what you got, and it can be done. And that's what I think's great is bringing that national, type of media coverage that you get on a sports radio from Sirius.
Yeah, kind of like the red zone,
And you're bringing it down here.
Yeah,
that's cool, man.
Yeah, and the coaches like it, like Calhoun, Carrollton coach, Jersey. Mm-hmm. They love the coverage, Well,
and for those kids, it goes a long way now because they're using that for their demo reels and all. If they can hear some audio of Craig calling something of them getting an interception or making a huge return run, they're putting that in their highlight package to send to colleges, and that's a big thing.
Yeah. Speaking of that, at Calhoun. They have a fullback. His name is Longnecker. Okay. His first name forgets me for a second, but it'll come back. Anyway, the U of I is looking at him.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, Calhoun's having a hell of a year this year already, from what I heard. They got a good team.
They'll probably take state.
Yeah.
They just beat the
state
number 1 team last week with 2 seconds left, 14-13.
And you heard it on WJBM.
That's right.
What's the Republic's reception been? I mean, just overall, have they been really clamoring for this and going, just surprised that you're able to do it more than anything, or?
We put some numbers together how we were going to sell it, with Brian, Michael, Craig, because this was brand new. We sold it out in 3 days.
Good for you, man. That's how you do it.
Everybody loved it. I mean, they were on board. This was in the paper. I'll give you an idea of So we have some solo games, but anytime the games are played at one time, we cover all of them.
Well, that's really cool. So coming up this Friday, the 13th, man, I'm not driving on Friday. Jersey at Charleston, Calhoun at North Green. That's always a fun game, isn't that one, the Calhoun North Green game?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all the WIVC, it's always fun.
I like the competitiveness to it, man. It's old school football, it seems like.
Oh, it is.
And then Carrollton at West Central is coming up on the 13th. But you're right, man. I mean, but for the rest of the year, folks, I mean, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 6, 9... You're getting over 20 different games for the next 4 weeks.
We have 13 broadcasts, okay, and we're covering every Calhoun game, every Carrollton game, and every Jersey game. And then we're also, as part of part of that package, is we broadcast the Illinois games.
Oh, really cool!
Both football and basketball. So the people that the sponsors get in on that too. They get commercials in the Illinois game as well.
Really cool, and especially now. I mean, Illinois basketball is really my favorite thing to watch, to be honest with you. And to have that really is just another great incentive, and that's why I'm really proud of you guys. I mean, you're doing really good work, Chris, for just getting this in March. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Well, thank you, but. I had a lot of good help.
Well, you got a good
team. I don't really know that much about. I know more the business side.
Right.
Of it. Those guys know the radio side.
Right.
And Michael, he knows the engineering side. So with that group, we can get some things done.
Well, and that's what I mean. Seriously, it really is cool because you have a hell of a team, and Brian's been around for a long time and has done a lot of different media and knows how to be a part of it. And when you have Craig and all those folks on the air that you got, I mean, it sounds great.
Can I mention our next project?
Yeah.
We're going to do something called Local Vocals. Is going to be the name of it. Now, when I was in bar business at George's, the first summer, I did this thing called Local Vocals, and I had all the local people come in, basically either karaoke or singing or whatever they wanted to do, right? And gave a $500 first prize for the winner. And the way they voted was by how much money you spent.
That's cool, man.
But anyway, we're going to do Local Vocals, and I'm going to get local artists that play in our area, which includes Godfrey, and Alton too. And they'll send us our digital music. And on Monday nights, starting at 7 o'clock, we're going to try to kick it off October 7th. We're going to run a local vocal show of local artists with clips about why they maybe wrote this song. It could be cover stuff or originals. And I'm kind of looking forward to that too. I mean, we're looking.
Great minds think alike. That's what I'm doing with video here.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, because it's needed. We're in a renaissance, Chris, and the more that you can support local music, I'm like, we have a talented scene. I mean, these guys can play. So, especially the radio side of it, because there's something, I've always said this about radio with music. It's a lot different to listen to music on the radio than to watch it on the television. I've always thought that, just the way it sounds, you can hear more of the sound of the music, than you could if you watch MTV. It's just always been that way for me. And that's why to have it on radio, though, I like that component of it, man. That's really cool. I did a similar thing in St. Louis.
Oh, yeah?
And we did an interview with the band and would play their music during the segments of commercials and all that, and that's kind of how they did it over there where we programmed it, but everyone loves that stuff.
Yeah, and I think it's great for the musicians. It is. It's great for the listeners because hey, I'm going to go hear this guy play. He's playing at George's or he's playing at Time Out or something,
Well, and up there, I mean, anywhere. I mean, especially right now, you got to pay a lot to get hurt, to even be seen by a little, and these bands, don't have a lot of, money to throw out for advertising and getting the word out. So to provide that service is so needed.
And then venue owners. I mean, venue owners can listen on Monday night. Some of them are closed anyway. They can listen up and go, I think I'd like to have those guys,
Gosh, this is cool. And see, that's why it's really cool about the team you have, though, too. Going back to that, man, because you're able to do all of this and keep growing it, at this exponential rate and really creating something cool.
That movie or that series called Mad Men? Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. I used to watch Mad Men, and I was always intrigued where they'd get in the room and they'd start batting ideas and stuff back and forth, and I really enjoy it because that's what we do. We'll get in here and I'll go, okay, here's the idea. What are we going to do? whether it's, advertising for somebody,
Right.
We actually have fun doing it. It's not even work.
So I've always said this about media. If you can't have fun, you should get out of the business because it is a lot of work in media. But
It
if you,
is.
you know what I'm
It's a lot of
saying?
work.
But if you enjoy it, it flies by and you really get in the moment.
Craig, after we did our debut last Friday night, I had to go to the Jerseyville game because the person that was going to send the reporter was out of town, so I covered for him, right? So I didn't get to hear the broadcast. So I come in right afterwards, and he's sweating. he goes, that was the fastest 3 hours of my life.
Did he need a cigarette afterward?
And he loved it. I mean, it was a great challenge for him.
And that's how you have good people because I love folks that want that challenge, and it's like, God damn, you're sweating and all this, but at the end of the day, it's like, it gives you this adrenaline rush and it's hard to sleep that night. You know what I'm saying?
It was hard for me to sleep.
Yeah.
I was so excited about it. I'm like going, it went off great. I'm like going, wow, how'd that happen?
This is great. I mean, guys, seriously, tune in on Friday, which is tomorrow. It's crazy how much this year's already flown by. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, I know.
It's been crazy. Coming up on Fridays, you can be a part of this broadcast and the coverage with Craig, who's just a hell of an announcer, too. I mean, he can do a job, can he?
He's a Hall of Famer.
For a reason.
Yeah. He was that probably, I don't know, six years ago. I think. So.
Well, be a part of this on WJBM. And now, what's the station number?
104.7 FM, 1480 AM. But you can stream it. Go to Riverbender, or go to our webpage.
Yep.
You go to our webpage. Right off the top, it says Riverbender or MyTuner. You can hit Riverbender, slide down WJBM, hit it, and we're streaming.
I love
anywhere
it,
in the world.
That's why I'm loving that we're doing this kind of you're on the side and we're kind of our commercials are over here because there's enough for everybody and we're just having fun doing this, man. That's why I just think it's great.
Well, like we work with the Journal.
Yeah.
This is out of the Journal paper.
Right.
And we advertise for them. They advertise for us. You guys advertise for us. We advertise for you.
Right. It's just great, man. Seriously, and be proud of that. All the stuff you're doing, you got to just be over the moon.
Yeah. Now, of course, you're not talking to Brenda. Brenda's like, I thought we were going to retire. I thought we were going to travel. Hey, we're going to travel to football games. How about that?
We got a 2-hour trip to Carrollton,
Yes.
And then October 7th for Local Voice.
That's my planned kickoff date.
Man,
that's what I'm planning for.
That's cool.
But anyway.
That's cool. Well, we'll keep everyone posted. We'll write it up on Riverbender, make sure we get the word out that way. Always great talking to you, Chris. I love the energy, and I just love what you're doing up at WJBM.
Well, you're a lot of fun yourself. And I know you. I know sometimes you're a kind of little lackadaisical. It's hard to get anything out of you, but it's good.
We'll be back after that. No, coming up after a quick break, we're going to be talking to Ray Hartman, congressional candidate, Missouri District 2, taking on Ann Wagner. He'll be filling us in on the news out of Missouri the last couple of days. Before we do that, head on over to Hainer Library. You know what, Hainer, you can. It's really cool. They have this thing called the Library of Things. So, your kids were in high school. Their calculator breaks a week before finals. You got to go to Walmart and spend $200. You got to take it back the next day. Then the lady's giving you attitude because you already bought it. You're bringing it back and it's not broken. You can get all that for free at Hainer. So calculators, podcasting equipment, ghost hunting equipment, family game night stuff. You can get movie projectors, stand mixers for baking.
Ghost hunting equipment.
Yeah, I swear. You can get whatever you want with your library card. Plus, you can get ad-free, for free streaming with movies and TV with Biblio Plus. So instead of Netflix, you're getting it for free. Pretty cool stuff.
It is great.
And your library card costs you $0, so all that savings awaits you. Go to HainerLibrary.org, click on the How Do I tab, go to Library Card, click on that, put your address in, and you're taken care of. Plus, hang out with Mary Cordes and I. First and last Monday of each and every month with Beyond the Shelves with Hainer Library.